Hey everyone, I'm switching computers. What a pain in the neck. All right, hopefully, there we go. All right, now we're back. Yeah, Instagram, I know. So hopefully the folks will jump back on YouTube and they'll find that link back. I had to set up a new link. So we got one back. I don't know who's back. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me over there on YouTube. Good glory, good glory, good glory. Let me know if you can hear volume on YouTube, whoever's over there. And then hopefully the other folks will find the new link and can join. Good gracious. All right, let's get started with Sunday Synergy. I really would like those folks to join because in particular, I know there was someone new. I had sent her the link today and she jumped on. So I was really hoping, so I hope she finds the new link. Okay, let's get started. So messages for this week ahead, which is July 5 to July 11. So I'm going to start with general messages for the week ahead, and then I will pull cards if anyone has any questions or if anyone would like just a general card with no specific question. As I mentioned before, it's a holiday in the US, so I think some people are off doing a lot of different things, but they can always catch the replay. Cecilia, hello. We have Alice and Stacy, and I'm not sure who else. I think I might have missed someone else over here on Instagram. Eduarda, hello. All right, let's get started. And YouTube. YouTube, I sure hope you can hear me now. If you cannot, will you write it in the chat? It might be a YouTube thing, if that's the case. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're getting messages for this week. General messages. We'll start off for Monday and Tuesday. Let's have a card for Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday. I am using the deck Sacred Destiny for this week. Wednesday and Thursday. Card for Wednesday and Thursday. I see you sticking up down there. And a card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, here we go. All right. So, again, these are general messages. This is guidance for the week ahead. You take what resonates with you. You use it in whatever way is useful or helpful. Generally, when people are joined to this reading, there's something in there for you. So you like the picture on the cards. Yeah, I love this deck. So, hey, Jen, I see you joined. Okay, here we go. Monday and Tuesday. We have Diligence. Oh, yeah, yes. So look at this, Instagram, Diligence. I've worked with this deck a lot, and I don't think I have seen this card. Obviously, I saw it when I first opened the deck, but I don't think I have seen it pop up in any reading that I've done with it. So Diligence at the beginning of the week, you can see a bird flying over very high above, taking a look at everything, sort of weighing everything, taking everything in, being patient to look between the clouds for what's underneath there, so not first impression, and getting the necessary information, being diligent about your tasks, being mindful and aware of them, and going about it in a very focused, intentional way at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday. So whatever it is you've got, apply diligence and do your due diligence, right? Which is sort of also this image of looking at everything from a different perspective, from a higher view, so that you really get a good picture and don't be so myopic. Okay. Wednesday, Thursday, which is perfect because then we are going into the new moon and we have new beginnings. So we have the new moon on the 9th of this week. Here you go, YouTube. It's on the 9th and the 10th, depending on where you are located on the globe, because it happens later in the evening. So as you're going east or on the international date line, you're on the 10th already. But so Wednesday, Thursday, new beginnings. So pay attention to what's coming for you. Like you know there's stuff. Like you know you're on the precipice of something. You sense it, you feel it, you want it, you've been working toward it. So keep doing that. Keep putting your energy toward that to support it so that it will come to you. Now, of course, when I say that, I don't mean focus on the it has to come looking like this, like that's what I need it to be, very specific. Then we oftentimes miss the subtleties that are coming around for us, right? Or we miss what may even be a better thing for us. But because we were so focused on this one thing, we miss the bigger picture. So be open to those new beginnings. And I wrote about this in, this actually popped up. If you're a subscriber of my newsletter, the July reading, that I did, and I did it for the 4 elements. But then I put everything together. It's like the message was, let go of the hold and the attachment that you have to everything, particularly to things in the past. Let go of that because you really are headed forward. But you've got to let that stuff go. So Wednesday, Thursday, keep a wide open heart to everything and just do it. That's the thing. If it's showing up for you, it's wanting you to do something about that. Okay? Okay. Hey, Rising Vibes. Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Success. Here we go. We have Success YouTube for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this is real. I'm just going to put this whole thing together because it works so beautifully. At the beginning of the week, we really focus on diligence. We do our homework, we stick to it, we stay focused, and we are on task. We are moving toward that because we're going toward that new beginning. We're supporting it, we're elevating the vibration of it, we're putting it out, and we're living it and believing it. And then, of course, that new beginning comes along, and there's the success there, which is it's here now. What are you going to do with it? So it's a great sequence of cards. Great sequence of cards. And also, here's the other message I'm getting here for Friday, Saturday, Sunday on success. Make sure you're not comparing your success to others and not thinking that success has to look a certain way. Sort of what I was saying at the new beginning, missing out on the opportunity because you're so focused on what you think it should be. So same with success. Make sure that all those little things, those little tiny things, maybe you think success has to be enormous and, well known and well seen by many people. The success is for you, whatever you feel successful in. So even if success is getting up on time in the morning and not hitting the snooze button, celebrate that if that is a success for you, right? So notice all the small things. Nothing gets overlooked. Okay, that's what I have for the messages for this week. I have card decks on the table. If you would like a card or if you have a specific question, let me know. Put it in the chat. if you are familiar with my card decks, I mean, I have a lot of them, but if you're familiar with my card decks and you want to request a specific one, you can do that. I have Goddess Guidance. I have Gilded Tarot Royale. I have Soul's Journey, Oracle of the Unicorns, Messages, Magical Messages of the Mermaids. I have Whispers of Lord Ganesha, Ask Angel Answers, and Sacred Destiny. Okay. All right. So Rising Vibes would love a card. Alice, such good advice. Definitely need to remain open to what it is rather than what we think it is. Yeah. Yes. And that new beginnings, I think, is key in the middle of the week. Yeah. So Eduarda would love a card for love again. Yes. Let's track that love. And Cecilia, happy birthday. That was your birthday last Friday, I think, Cecilia? Okay, Rising Vibes. Let's get a card for Rising Vibes. Rising Vibes. I'm going to Soul's Journey. Okay. Soul's Journey for Rising Vibes. A card for Rising Vibes. Get a general message. Oops, that is messy. So sometimes, cards jump out. That was just me dropping them. Okay, Rising Vibes. Let's have a card for Rising Vibes. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Self-esteem. And here you go, Instagram. So Rising Vibes, self-esteem is really, and I guess it goes a little bit with that success, card. And that is to say that we all have gifts. We all have our talents. We all have our strengths, our skills. And so, measure it for you, not in comparison to someone else, because we all have that and we all can benefit one another. And so remember to honor that about yourself, right? So if you're feeling like you're a little low in self-esteem, think about that and think, no, actually, this is really good. And measure it, or maybe measure isn't the right word, but value it according to your system and what works for you. Okay. Then I had Eduarda would like a card for love. Alice, so many cards. May I have a general card for the week? I know. I just, normally I have about this many decks out. Give or take one or two. Okay, Eduarda, a card for love. So I feel like I'm going to my tarot deck for you. Let's figure out for, ooh, there you are. Do you see that right there? Okay, the Emperor. There you go. The Emperor. So if you subscribe to my newsletter, you saw this card, actually, this very same card come up in the reading for July. You're welcome, Rising Vibes. So a few things about this card. Curious if your mate, your reconnection is an Aries or a fire sign. But just in talking about general love, I mean, this is a really competent, benevolent type of energy. This is a very proficient, we'll go back to diligent energy. Very, very capable. Sometimes the emperor can get a little too demanding, a little too tyrannical if things don't go the emperor's way, because the emperor is so good at doing things. But the emperor wants to be providing for other people, wants to be creating for other people, wants to be the giver, right? But if people don't agree with the emperor, sometimes the emperor gets a little snappish. So in terms of how this can show up, just be careful with any of that quick reaction, or be careful to not lock in to the way you think things should be, not lock into with too much rigidity, which we can see in the emperor, about the relationship. So give it some space to breathe. And if I remember correctly, this is a reconnection. So give it some space and let it shift around and move a little bit, and then sort it out. Because the big gift of the emperor is the emperor is great at organizing chaos. So not to suggest your relationship is chaos, but to say, give it space, give it breathing room, let it flow. And then the emperor can come in and start to shape it a little bit and guide it along. That's what I would say with that. Okay. Alice, a general card for the week. I think you may like this deck. Goddess Guidance for Alice. Let's have a general card for Alice. So I'm taking it on YouTube. There's now sound because Rising Vibes could hear. Okay. Stacy, I see your general card for the boy. Okay. So Alice. Now, some of the pronunciations are different depending on how people say it. So either it's Damara or Damara, guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So this is the card for Alice. So I think Alice, it's pretty obvious in terms of an actual child, and because you're so good at that, maybe recognizing the need of the child that might look a little bit different in terms of, identifying it, right? Like seeing what else might be coming up. Oh, that's a little different behavior. Well, that's an interesting response. That one's a little bit different. What does that mean? And so looking at things that way, I think there's some of this that can also, in terms of healing children, let's think about this for a moment. We have the sun squaring Chiron. So the sun is our consciousness, and the sun is what puts light on things, right? Chiron is our wounded healer. And so we can look at this as an opportunity also to do some inner child healing and inner child work. So look at that as well. Yeah. And I feel like this card has a really wide meaning also in terms of the new beginnings that we see coming up and the new moon that we have. And when we talk about children, sometimes we can talk about like our baby. What is our baby? What's the thing that we want to be bringing to life and birthing, whether that's physically birthing or an idea, a project, a passion in the new beginnings. And so this is also use your skills to move that along. So I think this has a dual, multi-meaning for you, actually. That's what I think. I think this is multi-level for the week. Okay. All right. So we have Stacy's looking for a general card for the boy. Eduarda, that resonated so much. The reconnection is a Capricorn. What's your sign, Eduardo? Multidimensional for sure. Yeah, I mean, sometimes a card can have, you know, different sides, different meanings. Not sometimes, they always do. And it can be this or that, or a little of this or a little of that. For you, I feel like it's like it's almost like the overarching message for you, Alice, for the entire week. That's what I feel like there. Okay, Stacy, Taurus. Okay, all right. So a little stubbornness there too. Okay, let's get Stacy a card for the boy. Let's get a card for the boy for Stacy. I'm going to go Oracle of the Unicorns. Okay. Oracle of the Unicorns. Card for the boy. Eduardo. Just a little. Well, at least you both Earth signs, so I mean, that's a plus. Okay, let's get a card for the boy here. That was funny. Card for the boy. Will you take two? Oops, dropping my cards everywhere. Oh, okay. Got that hit too. Okay. Okay. The boy, awareness and freedom. We saw freedom pop up last Sunday too, which was really nice. Talking about detaching in order to claim your freedom. And awareness, live in the moment. Wasn't I just saying that about being in the present moment, not attaching? Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. And then freedom, live wild and free. Choose your freedom, claim your independence. So let me show you these cards first. Look at that awareness card. Ooh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. I say it every time I use this deck, how much I love the images on this deck. Here you go, YouTube. Beautiful, beautiful cards. So for the boy, being aware and really being, knowing that thoughts create your reality, right? What you think is what your body responds to physically, and what your energy starts to go out there. So be very mindful and aware of the thoughts, of the patterns, of the stories. What do we keep telling ourselves, right? I'm my name is this and I'm this. Revisit that. Maybe you've outgrown that. So awareness, being aware and being conscious of that is the key to living wild and free, to claiming your independence, to claiming your freedom. And that's freedom from attachments, because oftentimes it's not being aware, where we repeat, we go down the same path, we do the same thing every day, and we're not aware. We're in fact, we're completely disconnected from that, right? And then we can't make new choices. We can't see new beginnings. We can't really value our successes or have good self-esteem, because we're so caught up in not being mindful. Does that make sense? So be in the present moment, be mindful, pay attention, and free yourself, free himself from attachments. Then what was telling me was pick up the bottom card. So sometimes when I do readings, when I put out the cards off the top of the card, then at the end of the reading, I look at the bottom to see what else is coming in. And when I went to put this deck down, the message was use the bottom card. And the bottom card is rebirth. Reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. And so that comes from the freedom. Look at that, beautiful. Right? So the rebirth comes from the awareness, the mindfulness, the really being conscious and moving out into freedom, detaching to be independent and free, comes the rebirth to what is the life you want to have, which is the new beginnings, right? That was clutch, in my opinion. Okay, Das Tez, how are you? Okay, so did anyone else have a request for a card or just general message? Rebirth, it's a powerful message. Yeah, that's a good, reinvent yourself. You know, that's the thing too, right? When you're aware of your thoughts, you can change them. Like our story. We wrote that story. We wrote that. We created that. You can change it. You just have to be aware of it. Then make the change. Whatever you want. Change it. Reinvent yourself. Give life to your dreams. Create a new reality. Whatever you want. Your limitations are your creations. Hey, has anybody said that before, or did I just make that up? I'm serious. I might have to write that down. Okay. Totally. Yeah. All right. So I think that's wrapping us up for Sunday Synergy, everyone. I do apologize for those on YouTube that you had to, pain in the neck, had to redo that. I've got to figure out. I just shouldn't use that other computer. It's a new computer, by the way. I really need to get it to the computer store. But, yeah, best advice. Which part? Your limitations or your creations? Is that what I said? I have to replay this so I know what I said. All right, if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, do subscribe, Drops of Goodness. If you are subscribed, it's in your inbox, so check that out. And I also put a reading for July. I was really pleased with those cards when I put them out. Wow, I really liked them. So my mantra, cool. I'm going to re-listen. And I'm going to ask you, if you are a subscriber to Drops of Goodness, if you wouldn't mind sharing that newsletter with someone and encouraging them to subscribe on their own versus relying upon your share. I would love that if you would. I also have a promo for Drops of Goodness subscribers for a tune-in reading. If you schedule your reading for a date before July 18th, so that's actually by July 17th, there's a $5 off the tune-in reading. So it's just a 30, usually it's between 25 and 35 minutes. So I say 30-minute reading. And you can get a lot of information in that short amount of time. Rising Vibes. I had a great reading with her. Thank you very much for saying that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so, and you can gift it to someone if you want to, by the way. All right, that's what I've got, everybody. Do your diligence this week. Keep open to everything that's possible. Look at this dawning, the new day, new beginning, and measure your successes. Acknowledge your successes for what works for you, not in comparison to anybody else. That's what we've got for this week. Sending you all wonderful love for the week. We do have a new moon this week. And I will catch you all next time, whenever that might be. Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye, everybody on YouTube, and my apologies again. Bye.